Hello, everyone. A little disclaimer before the episode begins. This is part of like a little series where we just make fun of stupid conspiracy theories. The first two we did, which was black helicopters and then Pacific Northwest tree octopus, those were actually satirical, but still fun to laugh at. This one is an actual conspiracy theory, so if you're here to join and like you're one of those tinfoil hat wearing people, no, please leave. We're here to just make fun of you. But if you're here to just enjoy laughing at something stupid, welcome. So we also have Venom and AM here, and AM, I'll let you take it from here.
Hello everybody, my name is Aham Flyer, and today we're going to be playing this new game. Okay.
Wrong channel. Wrong channel, Aham.
Alright, yes, so today we'll be talking about this conspiracy theory. It's called Project Blue Beam. I'm going to be reading from the summary I wrote out, so like just in case, so that I don't forget anything. So Project Blue Beam is this conspiracy theory from the 90s that talks about NASA implementing holographic technology to create a worldwide artificial simulation of the Second Coming to create a new religion with the Antichrist at its center and put the entire Earth under one new age totalitarian government. The conspiracy theory was written down by Canadian investigation journalist, a poet, an essayist, and conspiracy theorist, Serge Monast. I think that's how you spell that, whatever. 2 years after Serge touched on the topic, he became very paranoid and started to claim that his homeschooled children were being taken away from him to receive public education. Claiming that he was being hunted down by the authorities, shortly after, he got arrested and spent a night in prison. The following day, he got a heart attack and died. Supporters of the theory believe he was assassinated by the government to keep us all under wraps. Rumors also talk about another journalist who also died of a heart attack. We knew about this topic. Even then, it's useless because we're talking about this now. The project, according to Serge Monast, has 4 steps. Stage number one, the breakdown of all archaeological knowledge to set the stage. This involves staging earthquakes at various locations around the world and at all of their locations, planting evidence that would prove all major beliefs and religions, including Muslim and Abrahamic religions, and in general all religions in the world, wrong. According to Monast, this falsification already began with Hollywood movies such as 2001: A Space Odyssey, Star Trek, Star Wars, and E.T. to push the ideas of space travel and space invasions. Even said that Jurassic Park was created as a way to push the theory of evolution. This is so stage 2, this is the most widely talked about part of the theory, and you will see why. And in this stage, holographic lasers will be used to beam projections in the sky all over the globe of whatever god or deity or supreme entity is prominent and worshipped in that area. For example, you'll see the sacred spirits of the Shinto religion over Japan. The holographic image will be very realistic and will speak every single language, and then by the end of the speeches and performances, every single god, deity, and supreme entity will come together as one single entity. So stage number 3, the use of low frequency rays from satellites that will be used to telepathically communicate with everyone, making them believe that this one deity is talking from the front of their own souls. Okay, so stage number 4, it gets worse. This is like the worst part of it. And the final stage, which is number 4, make all mankind believe that an alien invasion is about to take place in every major city like New York City, London, Paris, Dubai, Los Angeles, Baghdad, Beijing, Mumbai, Tokyo, etc. Purpose is every nation is with war and nuclear weapons, eventually creating complete chaos and a fallout nuclear war. In addition to this, they will try to convince the Christians that the rapture is about to happen. In the midst of all this anarchy, people will be desperate to accept a new one global government ran by the United States to restore peace to the war that has been ravaged. So many believers of this Project Blue reference unexplained sky anomalies as proof that this technology has been already tested and is already being implemented. The most popular example of this is the 2009 Norwegian spiral anomaly, which is usually associated with the theory the event took place in. The event took place in morning of December 19th, 2009, because it's called 2009 in Norway. Many of the residents blue beam shooting up from many of the residents witnessed a strange blue beam shooting up to the morning sky, and at its peak is a giant miles wide spiral, and it has been seen throughout northern Norway and even Sweden. It lasted 10 minutes until it was swallowed from the inside out. Of course, this attracted speculation and attention from the media, which grew high, and of course, the tinfoilers who got into business blaming aliens and whatnot. But then it was confirmed that this was a failed Russian missile. At first, they denied it, but it turns out it was like a Russian missile test. Since there's also like other videos of failed missiles, like in that show, like similar spirals. Not to mention like similar events happened in China, Russia, and even Australia. In general, the Project Bluebeam is a warning that warns people of the use of advanced technology by an oppressive government against the very people they were supposed to protect and serve. Such ideas aren't new, such as scenarios depicted in Orwell's 1984, that's popular as you know. While the scenario and shenanigans depicted in the theory may be overly unrealistic, the main premise is very real. There are all kinds of ways to be manipulated by technology right now, especially with the recent rise of AI, which can be abused. And that's about it for the summary. What do we think?
Thank
All
you
right.
for reading that out.
What did you say,
Yeah.
Venom?
I said thank you for reading that out for us.
You're welcome. Why are you laughing, Crocus?
Hang on. It's just the layers of this thing. It's funny.
Oh, I see.
So, now for the fun part. We just get to laugh at this shit.
Yeah.
I like how it's. I didn't see this when I initially read. I read this whole thing before we recorded. Is how they explain is like, oh, it's just gonna use like satellite telepathy to broadcast like the audio to everybody, because I didn't understand how when they did this they were gonna do anything beyond just a giant projection.
Yeah.
Like,
Would it like sound authentic? It would sound like a echoing sound.
yeah. But yeah.
That's something that I've thought about in this that, you know um this theory is that it says that NASA and the United States are behind this, but it includes like getting rid of like Christianity and Islam and all that. But is it like a lot of the people working at NASA and the United States government, aren't they Christians? Don't they have Christian morals?
Not everybody is. Like, there's people that just don't believe. I would think a lot of people, at least like how it seems, is, a lot of scientists like are atheist, or they're not sure of what they think, so they probably wouldn't really care about this. But they are going off of like oh, there is a vast majority that believes this in this area. So, yeah, like how it's like,
Mhm.
how are you saying? Like it's going to show to every place on the world, like whatever the predominant god is. Like you said, so in Japan, they see the, what was it, the Shinto, you said?
And the Shinto spirits.
Yeah. So they see
Or,
that.
they also have this they may
We'd see probably just because we don't even know like what God looks like. So we
yeah.
probably would just get Family Guy God. Um, that would probably save them a lot of money.
And the problem is that, like, it's specifically in Islam world, the
Yeah,
image of God is forbidden. So, like, like immediately everyone will know it's fake, and it will cause like a lot of like controversy and chaos.
yeah. I look at that and it's like I get how it's like you guys, you're forbidden to even draw like what you might think Allah looks like, but I feel like if you just make it look like someone from the area and it's like it's huge and it's glowing with magic or whatever, if I saw that, I would be like, oh, that must be God. Like, I don't think, because like we don't know exactly what Jesus looks like, for instance. We just have a design drawn of him and we go
And,
off of that.
and that design
Yeah,
doesn't seem to
Jesus
be
looks like moist critical.
Yes.
What?
And some people don't even know his skin color. Like, a lot of people argue whether he was black or white or brown or whatever.
It's like, yeah, we don't really know, but like honestly, probably he was Middle Eastern-ish or
Yeah, but
something
he was,
something in the adjacent areas because
and like
that's
the
where he was from.
Jerusalem. Yeah,
I don't, but yeah, people do it differently. Hell, even uh, while he's not a god, but like people draw Santa Claus as a white guy here, and then other countries he might be whatever ethnicity is from that country. They change it,
Mhm.
around. They even have different names and stuff.
yeah. And
Um,
there's also the matter of like Buddhism stuff. Like, some Buddhas, like, they see Buddha as like a fat person. Some of them see him as like a skinny person. Some people
yeah,
don't even worship Buddha. Some Buddhists, I mean, don't worship Buddha.
yeah. Um, but all right, yeah. Whoop, my chair just creaked. Must be an assassination attempt because I know too much now.
Your share had a heart attack.
Oh
I
no.
did something. So the theory also is like movies and Hollywood. Yeah, like they push those
Yeah.
Project Bluebeam and stuff. So in this logic, what does My Little Pony push?
Wait, what?
What does like in where does My Little Pony fit in this theory?
So are you? Well, I think it's at the center. I think that's what when the gods are gonna mesh, it's gonna be Applejack from My Little Pony,
Oh no, no.
and the
Don't.
world's gonna be forced to be bronies.
No. Yeah, sorry. That's where I'll just be stealing a rocket and just blasting off to a new planet.
Mm.
But yeah, what they really should do is when they all merge, it should just be the spaghetti monster thing,
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
and then all of those people that actually like go for that thing will just be like, "See, we were right."
And everyone will like Italians just a bit more.
Yeah.
And also, where does the MCU and the DCEU or like Marvel this fit into this?
Uh,
Oh dear God.
you know that scene in I think it's Endgame where Thor's playing Fortnite with his friends. That was subliminal messaging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the part that I'm kind of interested in is like when Herc has brought this concept up to me, he also brought up like if we had this technology, what would we do? And so I'm curious about this. What would you do?
Funny you say that because as we were been speaking, I have stolen the laser projection system,
Oh,
Oh.
good.
so it's ready to go. What are we gonna do?
Okay, the first thing we should do is project an image on the sky of Rickroll and Rickroll the entire world on the moon.
Yes. Perfect. I like that
Project
idea.
a what now? I didn't
Project-
catch that.
Gasly, Rick rolling.
Yeah, Rickroll the entire world.
No idea what you said.
No strangers to love. You
Oh,
know it's
okay, now I
gonna
get
do,
you.
yeah, okay, yeah. You
Yeah,
can't. You had
just
to make me sing.
no, like I
No, I know. I get you.
AM is quality cuts out a little bit here and there, and then
I
I
have
just couldn't
McDonald's
understand.
Wi-Fi. I have McDonald's Wi-Fi over here.
Yeah.
But Rickroll the entire world, like project it.
Yes, like that would be perfect.
Yeah. Exactly.
And what we even better, we can in advance we can do some small projections to actually like convince Rick Astley he needs to do this, so it'll just be a live thing.
Oh, yes.
The world's first global the first and only live global Rickroll.
Everyone just looks at the moon like Column the Foe, and they just look up the Rick Astley the sky.
Yes, exactly.
We'll also get one of those translators from Star Trek, so it can be live translated to everybody.
Mhm.
That was another thing that it was at the beginning. Let me pull up the.
Some monks in Tibet just having peace and all, and then they just look at the sky, and Rick Astley's recording them in Tibetan, fluent Tibetan.
Mhm. And then on that day, Rick Astley is worshipped as a god.
Oh wait, never mind. I misread it. I read like two sentences together where it was like, this is going to be used to like destroy all faith in major beliefs and religions, and this falsification already began with like a Space Odyssey, Star Trek, Star Wars. Like it's about two different things. It's the first thing, and then the second half of that's just to push the theory of like space invasions. But I was thinking I misread them together, and I'm like, yeah, it's like I can't imagine someone like sits down and watch Star Trek or Star Wars and just like suddenly like I no longer believe in God because Han Solo exists or something. I don't like that made no sense to me. But now I see it was two different things.
You just watch Jurassic Park and be like, Adam never existed.
Exactly. So, Heroicus, if you had the technology, well, since you stole it, what would you do with it?
Let's see. I would I definitely would just love to like mess with people, like put like UFOs and stuff everywhere. And
Nice.
Until you project one on the freaking White House, and then an all-out nuclear war happens.
Awesome.
Yeah, there you go.
Time.
We can make Fallout real.
Something, if you really wanted to do a long-term thing, is make random projections all over the place of buildings being constructed. So it's like for months, people just see like they just think it's because it's like hyper realistic. They think a building is just being built, and then once it's built, like I don't know, you just blow it up or something, and everyone's just freaking out.
Yeah.
I have an idea. Oh, so no, continue.
Either that or like have it like burned down or something. But like, nobody gets hurt. It's just like, oh no, it's just the terror of seeing that from across the street or something.
And then Wikipedia like lists this off as an actual event building that existed. What was your idea, Venom?
So I have an idea, and it's kind of like a Wile E. Coyote thing. Is I take it and I project an image of a tunnel over a bunch of walls, and so cars run into the walls.
Edge crash.
Yeah.
Wait, how does? Oh, I'm thinking backwards. You mean you project like an image of a tunnel over a wall, not
Yeah.
okay. I'm thinking because like in the cartoon, it's like he paints over a wall, making you think it's a tunnel. Okay,
Yeah, that's what I was
it.
saying. Yeah.
I had it backwards.
It's okay. It's all good.
Or you could do the other way and project a wall where a tunnel is, and like have someone think like they're about to crash, and they just go right through it, and they're like, "The fuck."
And they stop
Oh,
and they end up taking out another car. Yeah, good stuff.
going off of that, I'd love to screw with some people and like, uh, this would be a tricky one because I would need to stage like an actual thing where someone could like fall through a floor or something, and then like we'll have to have the floor below like pre-cleared out, but then just make it a projection of the back rooms just to screw with them.
Yes.
Then they think it's real then.
I see.
Honestly, with this technology, it's like with the whole like across the world shit, very far fetched. But I could see like companies in the future doing something to a lesser extent, where they would like have like a McDonald's logo in the sky with a projector
Yeah,
or some shit like that.
don't give them ideas. They're listening.
Oh no,
Ooh.
McDonald's is who you
Uh,
should be afraid of.
Starbucks is gonna send
I kind of want
a
a Big Mac now.
Starbucks is gonna send like a coffee cup to your house, then it just blows up
Mhm.
into your face.
yeah, this will be a callback. I don't know why this just reminded me of the thing in the Total Recall episode, Venom, where you were saying the Walmart takes over the world, and there's just you get T-shirts that just blip "Welcome to Walmart," brought to you by Walmart. So there's
Yeah.
Walmart projections everywhere,
Oh
reminding people.
no.
I find it funny actually. Walmart having an army that actually happened in history where a company has like an army. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called the Dutch East Company. I think it was called Dutch East India Company. Hold on a minute. Dutch East. Yeah, the Dutch East India Company. The government gave them an army and told them to just go invade places so that they could colonize that place and then trade with them.
What the hell?
That exists. Look it up if you don't believe me. It's called the
Oh no, I believe you. I know the history of that shit, but still, it's like that. Here's an army. Go invade people,
yeah,
and it's not even like a country or anything.
yeah, just
Oh,
it, it feels like a comic book concept. And speaking of comic books, I actually have like an idea for like this technology if I ever had it. You guys know Mysterio, the Spider-Man villain?
Mhm.
yeah.
So in the Far From Home movie, he uses a similar like technology, right?
Yeah, except from
Yeah,
instead of being like satellites, it's all like a bunch of drones flying around, and together they project the images.
yeah. And I have, and what if I do that, but instead of like being a villain, I actually like just fake events and create this superhero identity and make it look like I'm doing superhero stuff, and then I get the name on the news, Wikipedia, and all that, so people talk about me.
So
Then your whole life would be a
basically,
lie.
you want to become Syndrome from Incredibles.
Yeah, I mean, I've never watched the Incredibles movie, so I'm not too sure.
Just avoid jet engines because you'll get sucked into them with your cable.
Hmm Also, you haven't seen those? Damn,
Nope, I've never seen those, sadly.
damn.
I do know that apparently they're good movies, so maybe one day, who knows?
The first one, you could get away with just watching the first Incredibles movie. The second one's entertaining, but the first one's iconic.
Them's
I know
fighting words, boy.
I know that they're apparently based off the Fantastic Four and other Marvel characters like Mole Man and Jack Frost. Apparently, I'm not too sure. I haven't watched the movies, but that's what I know. Anyways, but yeah, this is my idea. Like creating this super hero identity, who fights like weird events and stuff like that. Not like my life is a lie. It's more like I want to see what people would react, what people would react to, like actual superhero, quote unquote actual superhero in real life.
I see.
Yeah.
Like a social experiment, but you don't go, it's just a prank, bro, afterward.
Yeah, not really. It's just a prank, bro. I guess, like...
No, I know.
Yeah.
I was just referencing how people who do the social experiments always say that afterwards.
Also,
as if that...
Bro.
It's just a prank, bro. I killed your dog as a prank.
I invaded your country as a prank.
I would, with the hologram thing, I would take the street lights and I'd make them all green.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
no.
You want to use them for good, AM? I want to use it for bad. You're going to become a superhero and I'm going to be the villain of your story.
Yeah, you're the villain.
Yeah.
That's already a good name anyway.
It's me, Venom Jupiter, your arch nemesis.
You won't stop me this time, Light Man. That's your superhero name because you fight each other with projections.
Yes. Everyone's just gonna be like, "Oh my god, guys, what is happening?"
We're just fighting with shadow puppets.
Yeah, nothing is happening. It's just like watching a real world cinema.
All right. Another thing I'd do is you'd only get away with this like probably so many. You'd have to wait like probably years in between doing this because as soon as people figure it out that it's not an actual thing walking around, it's not gonna really do much of anything. But like you could like have Godzilla walk around some area or some other monster, or you could even just make something up and just animate it to walk around. Obviously, like you'd probably have like the military like send jets after it, bomb it, but like the missiles would just go. The missiles and everything would just go right through it and just hit something else.
And maybe they'll even consider a nuclear bomb. They'll just Nagasaki or
Do a projection of a nuclear bomb, unless that's what you already said.
You know, you should have done that to Nolan when he was making his movie Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have saved some money. Had a realistic projection instead of the real thing.
But Nolan is an anti-CGI stand.
But yeah. Well, I mean, I think his thing is like he wants to do as much as he can with real world stuff and just use CG for like touching it up, which it's good. I like when they do stuff like that.
Yeah,
it makes it more believable. But like, did you have to actually nuke something?
Yeah.
Imagine he did that and the cameraman's like, oh shit, the camera was out of battery. It didn't capture anything. He's like, damn it. You know how much that cost me?
uh,
But no matter what, we'll know the cameraman's always okay. He got out of
the,
there in time.
the cameraman's always.
Cameraman can move faster than the Flash.
Cameraman, cameraman can just go back in time to the actual event and take the picture. I mean, not picture, like film the actual event.
I have no idea what you said because you cut out the entire time you were talking.
I mean, cameraman can just go back in time and film the actual event.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah.
No idea what you said again, though.
The cameraman can go back in time and film the actual events, is what AM said.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, I feel like
It's weird that you're able to hear him, but for me, he just sounds like
He sounds like that on my end too, but I think I just kind of put the pieces together.
Yeah, I'm just having issues hearing in general.
It's because you're a hooker.
you're too focused.
What now?
What else? You're too old.
I'm completely lost at this point.
You're too old, he said.
Nah, okay.
I thought you called him beautiful at first.
We're getting off topic. Here's a question I have. Is hologram...
Can anyone hear that lawn equipment that's going off in the background? That's mine.
No.
I have some people working on the some stuff outside, and it's so loud.
No, I can't do it.
Okay. So back on topic, as you were saying,
do holograms count as CGI?
As CGI? No, I would say that more would be a practical effect because you're not using like computer technology for it.
Yeah, you are. You'd have to like have this pre-animated and whatever to run, unless it's like you're projecting a real world thing out. Like for instance, like Rick Astley, for instance, that would be a live projection. But if you wanted something like Godzilla or a nuke going off, like you would have to have that animated in advance.
Maybe
unless you nuked something and then you recorded that while it's happening and then projected that elsewhere.
Oh yeah, like that to Paris with the hologram. Yeah, how did you react to that big hologram? Paris has fallen.
Yes. So one thing also with the hologram, I would harass the British people.
Of course.
Like London Bridge will constantly be falling down.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Make it so Big Ben constantly stops working. Oh wait, doesn't that actually how it works then?
I don't know actually. I think it still works.
Wait, I remember the Big Ben is under internet for like a few years now. Hold on.
I gotta. What?
Hold on, I'm looking up. Is the Big Ben still under whatever this is? Oh no, it has came back. Never mind, it still works.
Okay.
I got a bad one here. So I'll wait till nighttime, so it has the best effect. But I'll just project a short clip from Megamind. You know the one. It's where he says, "There is no Tooth Fairy, there is no Queen of England." Just that.
Perfect.
It's not the whole line. I just forget. I forget part of it.
Yeah, there's no Easter Bunny. There's no Easter Bunny. There's no Tooth Fairy, and then there's no Queen of England.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think that's gonna be where we wrap this up.
I don't have any ideas anymore. Hold on, here's one. What if we use hologram like to so we in Hollywood use a lot of CGI, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What if we instead of green screen we get the holograms and then we get let's whatever scene be projected while the actors do the thing in the hologram while it looks very realistic instead of like green screen shenanigans.
Honestly, we're getting to the point of actually doing that because while I haven't seen, and this won't have any actual spoilers for Mandalorian season 3, but
Hmm.
how they did some stuff behind the scenes, and actually I think they might have done this for one of the early previous seasons as well, was they shot some stuff with like a big screen wrapped around the actor so they could look out and see like, okay, you're in a desert, this is what it looks like, so they could at least connect with that. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to a point where they can do like some decent looking projection and then they just like cover that with actual CG after, just so you're in the environment, you're seeing, like, let's take for instance like the end game battle scene. Like imagine if you like whichever character you were, if you were looking around and seeing like all the carnage happening, and all the armies running at you, like how more invested you'd be in that. Not that they didn't do a bad job. The actors did good for like running around in a giant green screen room, but if you could see the action, you'd definitely have a better reaction as an actor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's like two other things I thought of. Okay, one, technically this one it has already been done, but with drones, like I don't know if you guys know this, but like and in the West, you guys have like these light drones at night that they can create shapes and letters and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Mhm.
Drones that can create leathers and shapes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll use the hologram stuff. Like we create like broken monuments, and like how they used to be in a realistic shape, to see like how they used to be like, or at least what we think they used to look like.
I see.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting thing, and like someone could like press a button near the monument so they could see what it used to be like,
Yeah.
or something like that. Like you could do that at like a museum or something.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, honestly.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And
shit.
the other idea is like a bit more devious and terrible, but I think this is a more
Good.
better one. What if you get this technology and project an entity over an uncontacted tribe to become their god?
Oh my god.
That's honestly just terrible.
Yeah.
Jeez. Evil.
Yes.
And AM, I knowing you, I know exactly what you do. Your projection form, I assume you'd be like in like a VR setup or something, like animating it yourself. But you would either use a Roblox character or a fucking penguin.
No. Maybe it will be Axel from SMG for my profile.
Or just a tapir.
Oh yeah, baby.
There, there you,
I'd worship a tapir. What?
yeah.
With this
Honestly, if you do
taker.
it that way, I condone these actions. Spread tapir as the new religion.
Tapir propaganda. Big tapir is watching.
It's true. Big tapir's always watching.
But you see, the whole time the tapirs were pulling the strings. They've been waiting for this moment.
Oh, yeah. What if Project Bluebeam is just like a made-up conspiracy theory to make us not look into what is true, which is what the tapirs are scheming?
It goes deep. It
Yes.
went deeper than that.
Yeah.
It went deeper than that. All right. That's all the time we got for now. So that's it.
I should be heading to my alfred. government doesn't send assassins on my head, I guess.
Good luck.
And you guys should also go to basements just in case. I know you're already on like a wanted list, Benno, but still, just for your own sake.
I
Yeah,
don't know
don't
if-
worry. I have my bunker.
Yeah, he can't go to his basement. That's where he keeps all the food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, microwaves
The
babies there.
bodies. Yeah,
Yeah, that too.
gotta put them in the microwave like the Flash.
Yes.